The Combine seemingly popped out of nowhere in Half-Life 2, largely replacing the wide variety of Zen wildlife experienced in Half-Life 1's Black Mesa, and it was a change I doubt many were expecting. While no one on Earth was ready for the Combine to come down and spark the 7-hour war, the Zen aliens were all too aware of their presence. There are a whole host of different aliens located in Zen, but next to none of them are native and all came to escape one thing, the Combine. The Combine are known for taking over planets and enslaving the population, which we can see in City 17, and the aliens that made it to Zen are probably the lucky few from multiple planets that managed to flee their homeworld, which then ended up being under the Nihilanth's control during Half-Life 1. However, even the Nihilanth is a refugee. Before Black Mesa, the Nihilanth and Combine fought in a battle, presumably when the Combine invaded their planet, and almost all Nihilanth got annihilated apart from one survivor, the boss you fight at the end of Half-Life 1. The Combine are an interdimensional organisation, enslaving species to build an empire known as the Universal Union. To keep control of all the planets, it would make sense that they use other species from the planets they take over to fight for them. We can see proof of this in the first instance of seeing headcrabs in Half-Life 2, as they're dropped down from headcrab shells, biological weaponry used by the Combine. The biggest instance of a species being enslaved and working for the Combine is right under our nose throughout the whole of Half-Life 2, in the form of the Overwatch foot soldiers. From looking at the model of an Overwatch soldier without his armour, we can see that they are actually human. To be more specific, they are humans that have gone through heavy modification and are now known as transhumans. This procedure from human to transhuman happens in the Citadel and Nova Prospect, with a shirtless soldier ready to be clothed seen in cell block B2. Despite the radical change that has happened to these humans, they seem to retain some emotion, as indicated from Dr. Breen giving them a morale-boosting speech. As a result of the Overwatch foot soldiers being human, they would have only been deployed after the 7-hour war, so it can be assumed that it was mainly synths used in that battle and any other aliens the Combine saw fit to use. Speaking of the synths' role in the Combine, the official description is self-replicating robots that evolve, created or taken over by the Combine and enslaved during their conquests or wars. So even if the synths are just enslaved species, do we have any idea who actually makes up the Combine? So far, only the advisors, who we see multiple times in monitors talking to Dr. Breen in Half-Life 2 and meet in episode 1 and 2. Whether or not the advisors are in charge of the Combine isn't known, but I don't believe they are. That, however, is a video for another time.